Science fiction is a box office mainstay, and there are plenty more sci-fi movies coming in 2023 that could continue that trend. Over the next couple of months, moviegoers will get the chance to revisit Arrakis, experience the origin story to the Hunger Games, and bear witness to Zack Snyder's eagerly anticipated Rebel Moon. With all of this and more still to come, 2023 is going to be a tremendous year for the genre. So let's dive in, as I'm Adam from What Culture, and here are 10 most anticipated sci-fi movies still to come in 2023. Number 10. Bird Box Barcelona. Due to the movie's unprecedented success, it's pretty bewildering it didn't spawn a follow-up. Until now. After a couple of false starts, the post-apocalyptic thriller is finally getting a spin-off called Bird Box Barcelona. This time around, a father called Sebastian seeks sanctuary for himself and his daughter after the world is invaded by extra-dimensional beings that compel anyone that looks at them to kill themselves. When Sebastian discovers what he believes to be a safe haven, he's horrified to learn of a looming threat that may be worse than the alien entities. If Bird Box Barcelona has similar success as its predecessor, it might lead to further installments, which explore the origin and consequences of this unseen threat. Bird Box Barcelona will be released on Netflix sometime in 2023. Number 9. They Cloned Tyrone. Because filmmaker Jewel Taylor hasn't directed a feature before, it would be reasonable for him to play it safe while choosing his first project. Instead, Taylor is making his mark with the most bonkers movie imaginable, They Cloned Tyrone, which the director referred to in an interview with Empire as "if the Truman Show drank a bottle of vodka." I'm already on board for that. The story centers around three associates, Fontaine, Slick, and Yo-Yo, investigating the neighborhood after multiple people go missing. After stumbling upon a secret government lab, the trio uncover a conspiracy that will change the world forever. Based on the promotions, They Cloned Tyrone is juggling every genre under the sun, including mystery, political thriller, throwback pulp, action, and sci-fi. Even though it deals with a dark subject matter, it won't be shying away from comedy based on the hilarious trailer. They Cloned Tyrone will be released on Netflix on July 21st, 2023. Number 8. The Creator. Like a mythological creature, Gareth Edwards emerged from thin air in the 2010s, generating a massive shift in the movie industry. In 6 short years, the British filmmaker directed underrated kaiju flick Monsters, a good American Godzilla remake for once, and the astounding Star Wars spin-off Rogue One. After a 7-year-long hiatus, Edwards is back with what appears to be his most ambitious feature yet, The Creator. In a war with highly advanced androids, Special Agent Joshua is tasked with killing the AI's architect. After encountering the machine's creator, Joshua switches sides, forcing him to protect the very people he swore to destroy. Reception for the futuristic blockbuster was very positive when presented at CinemaCon, with critics saying the production design made Blade Runner look like child's play. Is this another sci-fi classic in the making? Only time will tell. The Creator will be released on September 29th, 2023. Number 7. Untitled Ghostbusters Afterlife Sequel. Ghostbusters Afterlife is a legacy sequel and therefore relies a lot on the lore of the original. But Ghostbusters Afterlife works overall, since Jason Reitman focused on 2 elements integral to the original: the ensemble's dynamic and solid comedic writing. Carrie Coon, Paul Rudd, McKenna Grace, and Finn Wolfhard work so well together it's easy to forgive the film's minor flaws. Little is known about the sequel, but it's been confirmed it takes place in New York and will see the return of Walter Peck. With renowned comedians Kumail Nanjiani, Patton Oswalt, and James Acaster joining the fray, the sequel is sure to be upping the laughs. The Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel will be released December 20th, 2023. Number 6. Spaceman. Adam Sandler's comedies have always been a mixed bag, and that's been overly generous. But the Happy Gilmore star rarely makes a misstep with his dramatic roles. With the positive reception Sandler received for Uncut Gems and Hustle, it's reassuring to see him pursuing another serious feature, Spaceman, which is based on the 2017 novel Spaceman of Bohemia. This Netflix adaptation follows a Czech orphan called Jacob, played by Sadler, who dreams of becoming an astronaut. As he prepares for the first manned mission mission to Venus, Jacob hopes to make a name for himself and atone for his father's sins. When Jacob discovers an alien in space, his mission becomes more complicated than he could ever imagine. With Sandler working alongside Carey Mulligan, Paul Dano, and Kunal Nair, this sci-fi drama looks promising. But what should really get movie lovers psyched is the fact Spaceman is helmed by Johan Renck, the director of the miniseries Chernobyl. If Renck and his crew bring their A-game, Spaceman could be something truly special. Spaceman will be released sometime on Netflix in 2023. Number 5. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. After The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 brought the YA franchise to a close, it looked like the saga was over for good. But since much of Panem's history has been left unexplored, another installment was on the table. So when Suzanne Collins penned the prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in 2020, the film adaptation was greenlit before the ink even dried. The story takes place during the 10th annual Hunger Games, when 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow was a mentor. After the female tribute, Lucy Gray Baird defies the ceremony. Snow uses the incident to his advantage, turning her into a symbolic weapon against his oppressors. Snow has always been a fascinating villain, so it'll be intriguing to see him as a hero for a change, and learn what events transformed him into a tyrant. With an all-star cast including Rachel Zegler, Viola Davis, Jason Schwartzman, Bern Gorham, and Peter Dinklage, expect some terrific performances and captivating characters. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes will be released on November 17th, 2023. Number 4. Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder's films aren't for everyone, nobody's going to deny that. However, nobody can deny Snyder gets people talking every time he does anything. And with Rebel Moon looking to be his most unique project yet, this space opera has plenty riding the hype train since it was first greenlit. Rebel Moon tells the story of a woman named Cora, who recruits warriors across the cosmos to destroy a galactic army. If the premise sounds a bit Star Wars-y, well, that's not a coincidence. Rebel Moon was originally pitched as a Star Wars spin-off all the way back in 2005. Snyder's initial plan may not have panned out, but the 300 director didn't let it go, knowing his story had potential. This Netflix blockbuster looks to be Snyder's biggest passion project yet, since he's been brainstorming this story for the last 2 decades. With a cast including Sophia Boutella, Charlie Hunnam, Ed Skrein, Ray Fisher, Carrie Elwes, Corey Stoll, Jimon Unsu, and Anthony Hopkins voicing a battle robot, what more can anyone ask for? Rebel Moon will be released on Netflix on December 22nd, 2023. Number 3. Poor Things. Due to Yorgos Lanthimos' work on The Favourite, The Lobster, and The Killing of the Sacred Deer, the Greek director has a reputation for delving into the surreally macabre, and yet his adaptation of Alasdair Gray's 1992 novel sounds like his most out-of-the-box project ever. The sci-fi rom-com revolves around an abused woman called Bella Baxter, who takes her life to escape her monstrous husband. Her father, Godwin, resurrects Bella by transferring her consciousness into her unborn child. Poor Things is an astounding novel, but could have trouble translating to the big screen due to its otherworldly premise. However, with The Favourite and the great co-writer Tony McNamara penning the screenplay, it's all the more reason this adaptation should be on everyone's radar. Poor Things will be released on September 8th, 2023. Number 2. Megalopolis. Stop the presses! Francis Ford Coppola is directing again. The visionary filmmaker is renowned for crafting some of the best movies ever, which is why any film associated with Coppola should get people pumped. Coppola's next film is Megalopolis, a passion project largely self-funded through the Godfather director's own wine business. The sci-fi drama surrounds a master architect called Caesar, who hopes to rebuild New York as a utopia after it was destroyed. Considering Coppola has been writing the script for over 40 years, the epic blockbuster obviously holds a very dear place in his heart. The hype for Megalopolis is accentuated by its breathtaking ensemble, which includes Adam Driver, Forrest Whitaker, Jon Voight, Giancarlo Esposito, Lawrence Fishburne, Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, and Dustin Hoffman. Since Coppola is 84 years old, it's likely this film will serve as his swan song, making it all the more poignant. No matter how Megalopolis turns out, it's commendable the legendary movie maker's passion project will see the light of day. Megalopolis will hopefully be released sometime in 2023. Number 1. Dune Part 2. With his work on Incendie, Arrival and Sicario, Denis Villeneuve has proven to be among the most consistent filmmakers working today. As such, he seemed like the perfect candidate to adapt Frank Herbert's monumental novel Dune. Of course, since the story is astoundingly dense, it was split in half, which brings us to Dune Part 2. As Villeneuve has said, this chapter isn't a sequel, but the continuation of the same story. As a result, anyone who loved the first part should be enthralled by the follow-up, especially since it'll include a lot more worm riding. The already staggering cast is getting beefed up, with the inclusion of Florence Pugh, Tim Blake Nelson, Austin Butler, Léa Seydoux, and Christopher Walken. Although Dune boasted incredible action sequences, anyone familiar with the source material knows the best sensational battles are yet to come. With Villeneuve exploring the possibility of expanding the story into a spin-off and a TV series, Dune Part 2 may not be the last that viewers see of Icarus. Dune Part 2 will be released on November 3rd, 2023. And there we have it, folks, our list of anticipated sci-fi movies still to come this year. But please do let us know down in the comments which one you are most excited for. And while you're there, give us a cheeky like and a subscribe. If you want to follow me on socials, I am at Strone87 on Twitter and on Instagram. Come and say hello to me on there. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm off to enjoy some spice in preparation for Dune Part 2. Wait, that sounded wrong. Okay. Not like that, not like that.